back for another week of Miss Beth and Miss Liz's super awesome Librarian vlog.
Welcome back.
We are so excited that you guys are here with us today. Like always, we have a joke of the week. We have the answer from last week's joke of the week. We have some books. We have a game. And we have lots of fun happening. So I hope you're all ready, because I think we are.
Yes, we are.
All right, and we are going to kick off this week like we do every week, because I have been in suspense for 7 days. I need to know, what was the answer to last week's joke of the week?
I tease Miss Liz all the time, all week, saying, you don't know what the punchline is until our episode. Why are frogs always happy? Because they eat whatever bugs them. So, Miss Liz, what game are we playing this week?
This week we are playing Hangman.
Hangman, I love Hangman. I haven't played that in ages. This is going to be fun.
Yes, all right. And for our friends at home that are playing along with us and have never played Hangman before, let me give you a quick little instruction. What Hangman is
with hand motions.
Yes, all hand motions, because you guys know I talk with my hands a lot. So what Hangman is one person picks a word or a phrase. In the case of today, we are going to pick a word. And the other person has to guess the letters to see if they could figure out the word. For every letter they get right, they put it into the game. For every letter they get wrong, they draw a picture of their hangman. So with that being said, to start out, I'm going to draw out my letters. All right, so I have my board up. My word is 5 letters. And if Miss Beth gets them wrong, I'm going to start drawing a picture of a person.
For my first letter, I will guess F. A vowel might be better for my next guess. A. E. Is this a real word?
No, it is a real word.
I want to double check that first. Make sure this isn't some made up word.
It is, I promise you, it is not a spell from Harry Potter. It is a real word in the real life.
I. U. Y. How do you not have any vowels?
You missed one.
A, E, I, O. How about T?
Now you only need to guess 3 more letters.
The pressure is on.
And you have 4 more chances to get it wrong before our person is complete.
Okay, how about G? No! S. P. H. Did I just G yet? How about Q? I have one last chance. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose.
So I think you guys at home know, and Miss Beth definitely knows. Think of, as a clue, an animal.
L.
Yay!
Yay!
It is a sloth.
Miss Liz's favorite animal.
Ugh, I love them.
How did I not see that coming beforehand?
That's the beauty of Hangman, because it's just one word.
All right, Miss Liz, what is your first guess?
All right, so I have a strategy for Hangman, and I like to go through all the vowels first, because if you guys don't know at home, every word has to have a vowel in it.
That's what I tried, but it didn't work so well for me.
So I'm going to go with A. Is there an L?
No.
Boo. Is there an E?
No.
Oh, man. Is there A B?
No.
Shucks. Is there an M? Is there an S? Is there a B? Is there a D? Is there an F?
What could it be? What could it be?
Is it a farm?
It is a farm. You got it.
All right, now that game time's over. That's right, you guessed it. It's book recommendation time.
Yay! We've been reading lots and lots of books all week to make sure we give you the most bestest books ever.
Yup, and I don't know about you, but I have some suspenseful cliffhanger books. Surprise! I know.
But I don't have my buzzer. You guys, you took it away from me. And then I was really sad.
And I was really happy.
Whatever. Anyway, I'm going to go first then, because
Okay.
I want to, and I'm still feeling sulky that I didn't win the game.
Fair enough.
Fine. My first book is The Willoughbys by Lois Lowry, which is also a Netflix movie, so you can read the book and then check out the movie, although the book is always better than the movie.
Always.
So, always read the book first, truthfully. Abandoned by their ill-humored parents to the care of an odious nanny, Tim, the twins, Barnaby A and Barnaby B, and their sister Jane attempt to fulfill their roles as good old-fashioned children. Following the models set in lauded tales from A Christmas Carol to Mary Poppins, the four Willoughbys hope to attain their prescribed happy ending too, or at least a satisfyingly sad one. However, it is an unquestionably ruthless act that sets in motion the transformation that lead to their salvation and to happy endings for not only the four children, but their nanny, an abandoned baby, a candy magnet, and his long-lost son too.
Aw, that sounds so cute.
It is cute. It's super cute. You might like it because if you like, since you like the unfortunate series of events, this kind of follows the same thing, just not quite so unfortunate.
All right, I'll have to check.
It's like mid-level unfortunate.
Okay, so it's like mildly unfortunate.
Mildly unfortunate, but not so bad.
All right, fair enough.
Has to be severely unfortunate.
All right. Not so unfortunate. My book we have this week is Diana, Princess of the Amazons, which is by Shannon Hale and Dean Hale. You guys know this name. That is because she is also the author of Princess in Black, as well as a host of all other books that are escaping me right now. This is actually an origin story of Wonder Woman told in a graphic novel format. 11-year-old Diana leads an idyllic life on her island. Cut off from the rest of the world, she's beginning to feel more and more isolated. Though she has a loving mother and many aunties, she is an only child. The only child on the islands, in fact. After an escapade goes wrong, Diana gets in trouble for not living up to the Amazonian standard. She just can't seem to measure up no matter what she does. Every other person on the island is an adult proficient in their trade and mighty in body, while she is gangly, sometimes clumsy, and not particularly good at anything. She's not Wonder Woman, yet. What Diana needs is a friend, someone her own age whom she can talk to. But when she decides to take matters into her own hands, she may just make a monster instead of a friend.
For my next book, I mean, I know I may have mentioned this in basically every other episode we've had, but my favorite picture book is Eloise by Kay Thompson. And I just realized I've never recommended it before. So this week, I am recommending it. Eloise is a little girl who lives at the Plaza Hotel in New York City. She knows everything about the Plaza. Along with her dog Weenie and her turtle Skipper D, she spends her days getting into all kinds of mischief and generally getting away with it. Join Eloise as she shows up uninvited at all the fancy parties, rides up and down the elevators a million times, orders room service for breakfast every day, and has all other kinds of adventures. As the book says, if you take her home with you, you will always be glad you did.
Jumping on the back of Miss Beth's favorite book. This book is not my favorite book ever, but I love it. I'm obsessed with it. The third book comes out this fall, and I'm eagerly waiting for it. It is called The Trials of Morgan Crow. It is the first book in the Nevermore trilogy by Jessica Townsend. If you are a fan of Harry Potter, I cannot recommend this book enough. It is right up there with that kind of magic. Morgan Crow is cursed. Having been born in Eventide, the unluckiest day for any child to be born, she's blamed for all local misfortunes, from hailstorms to heart attacks, and worst of all, this curse means that Morgan is doomed on the midnight of her 11th birthday. But as Morgan awaits her fate, a strange and remarkable man named Jupiter North appears. Chased by black smoke hounds and shadowy hunters on horseback, he whisks her away into the safety of a secret magical city called Nevermore. It's then that Morgan discovers Jupiter has chosen her to contend for a place in the city's most prestigious organization, the Wondrous Society. In order to join, she must compete in 4 difficult and dangerous trials against hundreds of other children, each boasting an extraordinary talent that sets them apart. An extraordinary talent that Morgan insists she doesn't have. To stay in the safety of Nevermore for good, Morgan will need to find a way to pass the tests, or she will have to leave the city.
For my third book this week, I have something out for all you newly independent readers out there. I think our favorite books is a theme this week, because this is another one of my favorite books. But it is Pedro on Top of the World by Fran Manushkin. If you've read Katie Wu, this is one of Katie's classmates. Pedro's family is spending the day with their friends at an amusement park. Everyone is having a wonderful time until Pedro's brother Paco gets lost. Can a ride on the Ferris wheel lead Pedro back to Paco?
For my third book, we have From the Desk of Zoe Washington. Zoe Washington isn't sure what to write. What does a girl say to the father she's never met? Hadn't heard from him until his letter arrived on her 12th birthday, and who's been in prison for a terrible crime. A crime he says he never committed. Could Marcus really be innocent? Zoe is determined to uncover the truth, even if it means hiding his letters and her investigation from the rest of her family. Everyone else thinks Zoe's worrying about doing a good job at her bakery internship and proving to her parents that she's worthy of auditioning for Food Network's Kids Bake Challenge. But with bakery confections on one part of her mind and Marcus's conviction weighing heavily on the other, this is one recipe Zoe doesn't know how to balance. The only thing she knows to be true is everyone lies.
For my last book, I have yet another one of my favorite books. As Miss Liz likes to say, fun fact about me, I love the Thanksgiving Day Parade, like so much. I'm not a morning person, but I will get up and watch a Thanksgiving Day Parade every year for as long as I can remember. And this book is a picture book about the Thanksgiving Day Parade. It's called Balloons Over Broadway by Melissa Sweet. Everyone's a New Yorker on Thanksgiving Day, when young and old rise early to see what giant new balloons will fill the skies for the Thanksgiving Day Parade. Who first invented these upside-down puppets? Meet Tony Sarge, puppeteer extraordinaire. In bright and colorful illustrations, the book tells the story of the puppeteer Tony Sarge capturing his genius, his dedication, his zest for play, and his long-lasting gift to America, the inspired helium balloons that would become the trademark of the parade.
My last book for you guys is called The Night Gardener by Jonathan Auxerre. It's a Victorian ghost story with shades of Washington Irving. If you guys don't know who that is, he's the guy that wrote Sleepy Hollow. But it's more than just a spooky tale. It's also a fable about human greed and the power of storytelling. The Night Gardener follows 2 abandoned Irish siblings who travel to work as servants at a creepy, crumbling English manor house. But the house and its family are not quite what they seem. Soon, the children are confronted by a mysterious specter and an ancient curse that threatens their very lives. All right, now that the books are out of the way, it is time for 5-minute Scavenger Hunt. Just like in weeks past, you guys are going to have 5 minutes to find 5 items in this week's Scavenger Hunt. Are you guys ready to hear what those items are? All right, the first item you are going to try to find is a towel or a washcloth. The second item is going to be a cup. The third thing is something brown. The fourth thing is something with stripes. And the last thing is a hairbrush. With all of those items in mind, you guys will have 5 minutes. It's going on the clock now. Ready, set, go.
Time's up, everybody. Did you find all the items? I hope so. I found the items. I think this is the first time I actually found them all. Usually I don't, and then I don't tell anyone because I'm kind of embarrassed about it. But this time I did, so yay! Miss Liz, are you ready for the new joke of the week that I won't tell you the punchline to?
I am, but I'm not, because I'm going to want to know. It's going to be a really long week, but tell me.
Okay, what kind of shorts do clouds wear? I'll tell you and all of our viewers next week. So we will see you next time, guys. Hopefully Miss Liz won't be sulking by then, but we'll find out. So, but bye.